I took a job at the hospital, mopping up floors as a janitor. And even though I thought it was a very important and critical job because hospitals, cleanliness, I thought they kind of went together, I will never forget how I was treated by some people who thought that I was doing something that was not important and the way they treated me. And that had a real impact on me. I made a vow that I would never treat people the way I was treated down there. And I would treat everyone equally. You give respect and you get respect. The second thing, while I was down at the hospital, was that eventually I did get promoted to become a supervisor. And I learned lots of skill sets. I learned how to get people to work together, younger people, older people, people who were going to be there for 2 months until they found something else, and people who were going to be there for an extended period of time. And the reason I share this with you guys is because sometimes you pick up skill sets in the now that don't necessarily seem relevant, but can prove to be invaluable as you go along your journey. Because some of the foundations that I learned at the hospital in terms of how to manage people, I apply them to my life today, and with real good effect. The other thing I did while I was at the hospital was I kept my skill sets current. I kept learning. I kept studying. I kept taking exams to prepare myself for when that opportunity would eventually come to participate in international business. And I got to tell you, when I started in international business, there were perceptions that Bermudians did not even have the mental aptitude to participate in international business, and that we were lazy. And so we worked twice as hard to overcome those perceptions. And as I look around today, and I see the number of Bermudians, young Bermudians and older Bermudians who are participating and working in international business, I feel like we've made some progress. I just want to say this as well, since I got the stage, I'm going to take a certain liberty. That in international business, you will always have some internationals, some of whom have made substantive and material contributions to Bermuda's future, Bermuda's past and future. But we have to strike the right balance. Now, I guess the moral of the story is, you don't always get your dream job right away. You have to persevere and work hard and continue to believe in yourself. And continue to upgrade your skill set to make sure that they're current and relevant. Now, I've said a lot, and sometimes I do talk very fast. But I wanted to leave you with 3 key things. Number 1, continue learning. We must constantly upgrade our skill set to make sure that they're relevant and current, especially to keep up with the rate of change. The founding fathers of the Progressive Labor Party understood the need for change. Embrace the opportunities that come from change. Keep an open mind. It's vital. And knowledge is power. Number 2, be caring and generous. Help others to learn. We have a duty to share our knowledge and success with others. And as you are empowered by wisdom, education, expertise, knowledge, cultural awareness, help to empower others, just like the founding fathers helped to empower us so many years ago. Remember, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. The third thing is be courageous and innovative. Fear is the enemy of growth. We are not going to succeed by waiting for permission to act. The founding fathers of the Progressive Labor Party were fearless, and they innovated and innovated, or else they would not have achieved what they did. It's not going to be easy. There will be peaks and valleys. There always are. To overcome injustices and inequities will take strong, united people with a common vision of a Bermuda where everyone has an equal opportunity to success. We must never forget the past, but we must move forward. There's an old Cherokee proverb that I want to share with you, and it goes as follows. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. And I will repeat that. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. If we're going to move forward and be part of this modern world, we all need to work together. And that means all of us for a better and successful Bermuda. Now, as I wrap up, I would just like to ask you to reflect for a moment. Reflect for a moment in your life. When someone intervened in your life, someone made you believe in yourself, someone shared their skill sets with you to empower you. Everybody's quiet. Do you remember what that person looked like? Were they tall? Were they short? Maybe they were from down the country or up the country. Maybe they were, was it a man? A woman? Were they black? Or were they white? The fact of the matter is, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that they took the time to empower you, to make you believe in yourself. That's what really matters. And now, it's your turn. It's your turn to take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing to make a difference? What am I doing to make sure that my children have belief in themselves so they can be anything that they want to be with hard work, perseverance, and self-belief? What am I doing to share my skill sets with others, to empower them? What am I doing to teach history from a world-centered perspective? What am I doing to provide value and service? What am I doing? Yeah, everybody's quiet. Real quiet. Am I truly doing enough to be my brother's keeper? What am I doing to enhance the lives of people in our community? If you're doing all of these things, carry on. If you're not, then for the good of yourself, your family, and Bermuda, I urge you to step it up. Quote from one of the greatest documented innovators of all time, Leonardo da Vinci. I know there were other innovators that were not documented. I think everybody knows what I mean. But Leonardo da Vinci once said, "It has come to my attention long ago that people of accomplishment very rarely sat back and had things happen to them. They went out and happened to things." Make it happen. Make a difference and make an impact. Take personal responsibility for your own success. Empowerment starts with you. I believe in you, and I believe in you. Make it happen, people. Thank you very much.
gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Protocol already having been established, I'd like to invite Mr. Tannock up onto the stage again. Mr. Tannock, on behalf of the PLP family and the audience, I'd like to thank you for sharing your words of wisdom and encouragement. I particularly enjoyed the fact that you didn't simply mention the issues, but you provided solutions. Thank you for reminding us that in order to move forward, we must be responsive to change, we must be our brother's keeper, we must be self-aware, and overall, that empowerment starts with us. Once again, thank you.
Thank you.
We'd just like to present you with this award as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Turn off your mic.
Let me make sure I turn off this mic. I don't want any...
Mic.